Morning guys, how are we doing? Hope you're well. Another gorgeous morning on Bank Holiday Monday. Just walking down the beach here. Let me just flip around and show you how still this is. Look at that pool. It's a mill pond. Just to kind of give you the setting of where we are. Jesse, come here! Dogs, nightmare. So we're going to talk about confidence and how fitness can help your confidence and improve your confidence. Now, confidence is a funny thing. We did a podcast with one of my sort of friends that I podcast with, Jack. We talked about where confidence comes from, and I wondered where confidence. It was a good question. I was wondering where confidence does come from and why sometimes we lack confidence. And there's been a couple of incidences over the last sort of 7 days that have knocked my confidence. And I won't go into them, but certainly when we look at something and we try to achieve something, sometimes I think unless we overcome that comfort zone of trying to do something. So for example, I am not fully confident about going live every single time I come on. I literally spend probably sort of five minutes before with butterflies, and I'm not fully confident going in. And it might not necessarily always come across that way, but I think it's just because we do something or we act something that we're not comfortable doing, or we've got to overcome something. So I can give you an example of let's say a footballer, okay, and his confidence on the ball, his composure when he's running around players, okay, that confidence has come with time, it's come with practice, and it's come with experience. He's overcome all of the early obstacles as a footballer. You know, as a boy, he's been learning, he's been nervous on his first match, not so confident on the ball maybe for the first season, and then slowly they end up building up their confidence. So I guess that's the same with us in life. So when we wake up, we're not that confident going to the gym because we don't know what we're doing. We don't want to look like we don't know what we're doing in front of other people, especially, you know, in front of other guys or other girls. And you don't want to look stupid because you don't know what you're doing, so you're not confident. So what ends up happening is that you don't actually end up going to learn because you're too afraid to ask and low on confidence. Let's talk about ourselves and within confidence. We constantly maybe look at our body and are not happy with our body. You know, that body confidence isn't there. And I think over time, sometimes we just get used to that and we just allow that to just stay the same for a long period of time in our lives. You know, sometimes I've spoken to guys who said they're not very confident with their body or the reflection in the body, and that is that's the same for everybody. Whether I do the same, I'm exactly the same, but for different reasons. You know, somebody may be 2-3 stone overweight or have that stomach to lose and they're not confident with it. But I think everybody in their own right has some sort of level of low confidence. Hello! My girl's up there doing running. This way, Jesse Digby, let's go. And so I think, where do we find confidence from? So I think we find confidence from putting ourselves in a position where we feel uncomfortable, but then we can actually overcome that uneasy feeling of not being comfortable in that position. So going to the gym, asking for help, starting a fitness program that we don't feel necessarily we can do. And suddenly what starts happening is when we start challenging ourselves and we build confidence, what starts coming alongside the confidence is that your self-esteem starts rising, okay, your self-awareness about what your life is like starts rising. And that's how it starts. And when we suddenly start becoming confident, we start suddenly understanding of what we are capable of as a man. And it doesn't necessarily happen overnight. You know, another one of my guys that I work with, when we spoke maybe 4 weeks ago, was down in the dumps, wasn't very happy with life. But he's been doing 2 weeks of a program, and I'm not saying it's my magic program, but I'm just saying he's done 2 weeks of exercise. And those 2 weeks of exercise have lifted up his spirits. And we are just a big bag of chemicals. I remember one of my friends in Spani saying, we're a big bag of chemicals. And when we start exercising, we start creating a formula in our bodies to start feeling good about ourselves. Endorphins start being released, We start feeling like we're achieving. We start feeling like we're improving ourselves, which is a great feeling, right? And those feelings are escalated the more that we train. The more confidence we build and put in our bag, the more self-esteem, the more times you look in the mirror and start going, fuck, I look good. The more times, like the example I gave you earlier, you feel better playing football on the football pitch. Okay, you start to feel more confident at a running race. And all of these things escalate and they escalate and they escalate. Morning, Andrew, Fran and Andy. And that's what I want you to try and build on this week. So this week, start feeling a little bit more confident about the things that you are doing. Feel more confident about the decisions that you are making. Have more confidence in the actions that you take. Even if they are the smallest wins, go into it with 110% confidence. Start building the self-esteem. Start building your self-worth so that you actually are heading towards the journey that you want to head on, and you're heading towards an end state that you want to be on. And I think that's how you start owning your life. Okay? That's how you start building up your fitness levels. That's how you overcome the distractions and the chaos of life. Is by slowly building up that confidence, building up that momentum, building up that self-worth, that self-esteem, taking charge. And the taking charge is one of my biggest sort of things in the last month. Taking charge, taking control of your life, taking control of the actions. And that comes with confidence. Because you might not be confident in taking control right now. But it has to start somewhere. And that somewhere starts by overcoming the fears and the barriers that are in your way, just so that you can build. Right, listen, I hope you have a great day. Tomorrow I should be bringing you a live feed somewhere new. So hopefully I look forward to catching you then. Hopefully there's enough signal where I'm going to be able to do it. So if not, I will catch you again real soon. Take care.